A college quarterback from South Florida is gaining a national attention on the gridiron, and he could be the first Cuban American to win the Heisman Trophy. And while he's leading the Indiana Hoosiers to their highest ranking in school history, his village in South Florida is rooting for the hometown kid that could make history on December 13th by winning college football's most prestigious award.
Mendoza, fade, Surratt. Touchdown, Indiana!
Fernando Mendoza has been lighting up college football this season. The University of California transfer has led the Indiana University Hoosiers to their first undefeated season and #1 ranking in school history. And his dreams and goals started here in Miami at Christopher Columbus High School in Southwest Miami-Dade.
With such a great football program like Christopher Columbus football is, it's not only helped me become a better person, but it's also helped me become a great football player with the coaching that Coach Dunn and all the coaches over there has provided.
And Fernando not only excelled on the football field, but in the classroom. I spoke with the director of the Moss Family Program, the school's signature honors program at Columbus, where the scholar athlete achieved academically.
Fernando defines what it means to be a quality human. He's salt of the earth, and he deserves all the wonderful things that come to him. He puts in the work. He's always put in the work.
Fernando and his younger brother Alberto both played and excelled at Columbus High School, and Fernando won a state championship in 2019.
I used to be known as Coach Dunn. Now I'm Fernando's high school football coach.
His former coach sat down with me to talk about Fernando's success on the college level.
Watching a young man who's that good of a kid and watch him have success on Saturdays, it's great for our whole school, our whole community. It's unbelievable to watch.
Unbelievable that the high school scholar quarterback barely had any offers to play college ball and was headed to Yale until the University of California gave him a shot, where he played before joining his little brother at Indiana University.
That's been fantastic. It really fills our hearts with joy knowing that the brothers are there supporting each other and helping each other along this journey.
Mendoza's father says that he and his wife are very proud of their son, seeing what he's done in the classroom and on the field.
Seeing him achieve the goals that he set out with, for a long time ago, especially early on in his football career, seeing come to a culmination and really have success has been really rewarding for my wife and I to watch.
Goals that Fernando sat out when he was in high school, even striking a Heisman pose captured in this high school photo and trying to follow in the footsteps of his idol, Tom Brady.
He's literally been to the T the same characteristics in terms of preparation, work ethic, and intensity that made Brady a great player.
And tomorrow, part 2 of my Mendoza Mania story, I speak to him about his why for playing football and as someone who is near and dear to his heart. Oh, well, we told you yesterday about Heisman frontrunner Fernando Mendoza from South Florida shining on the national stage at Indiana University, leading the Hoosiers to an undefeated record and a #1 ranking. I spoke to the Christopher Columbus graduate about his why for playing football, and it's the woman who taught him how to throw a football, his mother.
The Indiana Hoosiers are champions of the Big Ten.
Before leading the Indiana Hoosiers to their first Big Ten championship in 58 years, Fernando Mendoza and his brother Alberto shined under the Friday night lights at Christopher Columbus High School.
Well, Alberto and I play football not for ourselves, not for this fulfillment and satisfaction of ourselves. We have a lot of whys why we do it for.
By Zoom, Fernando talked to me about his success, the brothers' Cuban roots, and their why for playing football.
And one of the whys is our mom. And another whys is our entire family. And our entire family comes from a Cuban background. All of our grandparents were born and raised in Cuba. So that is something that we always take deeply to heart.
And part of that why, his mother is battling multiple sclerosis.
She has always been a positive light inspiration before and after MS. And to see her maintain that positivity and light throughout what she's struggling with, it's never gave myself an excuse to ever have a bad day.
A work ethic instilled in Fernando at a very young age by his mother.
So my mom, she was our always my inspiration in life from a young age. She was the one who taught me to throw football. She was an amazing athlete herself. She was actually a tennis player at the University of Miami.
She was really the driving force, you know, kind of getting them jump started into this sport, and any sport. They play a lot of tennis as well.
That driving force has catapulted Mendoza as the favorite to win the Heisman. If he does, he will be the first Cuban American to win.
It would be an honor, but honestly, I can't control those things. I can't control who gets invited, who gets nominated, who wins. So right now, I'm just trying to make the most of my present moment and enjoy it while it is.
Just to see him put in that conversation and kind of achieving his goals and being in that company is just really special. It's kind of surreal for my wife and I to see that. And I think whether, you know, Cuban American or just he wants to be known as a football player and a person.
And Fernando Mendoza will find out on Saturday at 7:00 p.m. in New York if he made history by becoming the first Miami native and Cuban American to win the Heisman Trophy. And hundreds of alumni, faculty, and friends of Columbus High School plan to watch the live broadcast at Vice Pizza Bar Bella in South Miami. Looking forward to that.